Hey everyone, it's the middle of February, so I just want to give kind of a quick update. As you can see, we've got snow on the ground here in Rhode Island. It's another cold day in the 20s. Haven't been out to do a proper hiking video in a few weeks. The lake has finally frozen over, and it's been a long time since the lakes have been frozen over enough to walk on. We've got some ice fishermen out there. As you can see, the snowmobile's been out here. So I was just talking to one of the ice fishermen, and he was saying that there's a good 16 inches of ice out there right now because of the cold weather we've been having. Said the only problem is you got to walk through about 3 inches of slush. All right, well, this is a place that I wanted to check out. We're over at Hawkings Pond, Gloucester Land Trust area. It's a property that has been deemed for public use, owned by the town of Gloucester and the Gloucester Land Trust. This particular site, the trails are not marked. There are no markings on trails at all. Land is used at your own risk. They do allow hunting, which is why the orange. So we're going to get out, do a little bit of walking today, going to explore a little bit of the area.
From the steepest slopes of the valley I'm in to the ocean depths where I'm without air to breathe. From the stormy path where I lost my way, you have made a way and you've made it plain for me. 'Cause you
Alrighty, well that's going to do it for our little adventure for today. I'm back in the car. It was a short hike, probably only took maybe about 2 hours to do from the loop that went around into the pine forest, up almost towards Pulaski Road, and then came back. And then I went down to the bottom of the dam spillway area. So let me go ahead and give you a little bit of history of what the Hawkins Pond area is under the Gloucester Land Trust now. And I'm reading this from the Gloucester Land Trust website. It says, Hawkins Pond, nearly 10 acres in extent, and its system of streams are the most prominent features of this 75-acre site. There are also areas of mature pine forests, with some exceeding 75 feet in height, and at the upper northeast end of the pond, there are extensive wetlands which support an impressive variety of plant species. Below the spillway are numerous natural seeps which have been enhanced by the impounding of the pond to the depth exceeding 22 feet. These seeps cause local variation in the habitat for both plants and animals within a relatively small area, and they support a diversity of ferns and flowering plants which bloom in succession from early spring well into the summer. I may have to come back here in the summertime, and I'm glad the Gloucester Land Trust actually does this to preserve wildlife and provide a place for us. Going on, it says the pond features an abundance of fish and waterfowl, and its environs are frequented by deer, fox, coyotes, porcupines, raccoons, otters, muskrats, woodchucks, and possum. Pheasant and partridge are also present, and wild turkey thrive at the pond. And then the history behind this place, it says, beginning around 1750, the water provided by the pond powered a small sawmill. In 1873, a cotton mill was erected on the property. Succeeding years saw the pond used to power a woodworking mill and again a sawmill. Around 1924, Walter A. Hawkins, a self-educated mechanic, fashioned a generator and electrical system and generated electricity for the area until 1936. There are no marked or maintained trails on this property, except for maybe the one that I took that went off to the right into the pine forest, because that has blaze orange on the trees marking a trail. Please be aware that archery and crossbow hunting is permitted on the Hawkins Pond area. Check for the regulations. Please follow all the rules and regulations of the Gloucester Land Trust while visiting. Fishing is permitted at Hawkins Pond exclusively among land trust properties. So they do allow fishing here. Some of the recreational activities here are bird watching, fishing, geocaching, and seasonal hunting. So it is a nice little area to visit. Probably going to come back here in the spring and summertime to see the flowers and the trees that are in bloom in this area. It was a nice winter hike with the pond being frozen. I like the fact that I found that old abandoned house, although it kind of reminds me of an abandoned structure that they would actually use for moonshine. And the reason why I say that is there was a lot of old glass mason jars in the doorway. There was a shed that was tipped over, and there was a metal thing off in the distance, which I didn't go take a look at because it's basically nothing more than a round barrel right now that possibly could have been an old moonshine still from back in the days. After all, this land area did exist during the times of Prohibition. I have not found any information that would lead me to possibly believe or not believe that that could have been an old moonshine hut from back in the days. But yeah, nice little area that the Gloucester Land Trust has bought to provide a public use for us. There are other areas that I might actually visit, and these areas actually include, go back to the website, there's Seldom Seen Farm, Steer Hill and Phillips Farm, Ben Garrity Woodland, Prospect Hill Farm, Sprague Farm, Steer Cumber Preserve, Quandran's Property. So I may actually go back and view some of these properties. Thank you to the Gloucester Land Trust for providing this property. Also, thank you to the Burrville Land Trust for the properties that they're securing. One of which is Sweets Hill. As soon as the snow clears, I'm going to go ahead and hike through Sweets Hill and Burrville. Can't do it right now because there is absolutely no place to park. The plows pretty much plowed up the snowbank, so there's no place on the side of the road, and there's no place to actually pull off into the Sweets Hill area. Sweets Hill is actually still private property, but people do use it for hiking, and the Land Trust is trying to raise money to secure that land to keep it from becoming condos and other homes, because the land is actually up for sale. So I'll show you Sweets Hill probably some other time. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.